Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's well. Just tidy up my space there. You can see I'm getting prepared. Don't need to see that side, but need that side. I'll just get myself set up on my tablet while we see if anybody's going to join me on this bright, beautiful, sunny day in the UK. At least I'm hoping everybody's got a bright, sunny, beautiful day in the UK. Fairly sure it's across the whole country. So, what's going on here? Come on. As per usual, my tablet's playing up. I am about to order a new one because this one's driving me nuts. It's getting old in terms of a tablet. And it's got nothing to... Oh dear, no. No. It's got nothing to do with the age of the user. The user is doing fine. Well, she hopes she is anyway. Oh, come on. Bear with, bear with, bear with. Anybody that has joined, I can't see you yet. So, as the post suggested, I am going to show you how with one stamp set and a few inks, we can go from the start of our crafting journey into becoming a more experienced crafter and throwing everything at it. So a lot of what I do tends to be quite layered and, you know, has detail, and I kind of thought that doesn't really suit people if they're starting out. So what I'm going to try and do is show you 3 ways with one stamp set. For the purposes of today, I am focusing on the main one colour range, the subtles, although because I don't have Highland Heather currently, I've added Purple Posy, which is one of our new in colours. So essentially I'm going to use 4 colours. And I'm also going to use our little note cards because they're a really nice little size for creating cards. So the Beautiful Wishes stamp set comes with welcome, a sweet friendship refreshes the soul, birthday wishes, love to celebrate you, and it was a perfect day because of you. And then we have this lovely little branch here and some butterflies as well. But essentially, you know, if you were starting out, you could pick one stamp set that you really enjoyed, whether that was flowers, butterflies, birds, you name it, this works for anything. So I've chosen Butterfly Wishes today, partly because I've had this for quite some time and it's never been out of the box. So it complies with a challenge I've got in a little Facebook group. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So an unused stamp set in Butterfly Wishes. So we are going to start with, so that stamp set is £21 to buy, and the option, I do work with ink pads because I do obviously have quite a number of them, and our ink pads work out at £7 each. But what we do also do is we do packs of Stamp Right markers, and with Stamp Right markers you could colour in the back of a stamp and use it like these ink pads, so you could make a choice on how you want to work with that. So I am taking this lovely branch, so it's just a little tap tap tap, stamp to ink pad, and then position that over the card. We'll put it there, I think. Hopefully that didn't flick up as I was doing that. So with that stamp, you can't tell from the stamp, but you get the lighter flowers and the darker branches. So that's how it's meant to turn out. So some of our stamps have that texture added in. Someone very clever designs that. No idea what they do, so I can't help you with that bit, but It's very clever and gives a lovely effect. So I am then going to choose a greeting, partly because that will then dictate potentially what I might do around the card. So I might just pop birthday wishes in this corner here. And I think I will use Purple Posy for that. So you can, the great thing with all our ink ranges is they all come with an assortment of colours. So if I just show you quickly in the catalogue, we have brights, neutrals, regals, subtles, and then we always have the new in colours. But in each of those ranges you can see it goes through from kind of pinks into yellows into greens. So you could choose any one of those sets to work with. As I say, I've chosen subtles today. Oh, sorry. So that's put the little greeting on there. Then I think we'll have, I think, a little butterfly at the bottom there, which I think I'll do in the So Saffron. There's no rhyme or reason why I could choose particular colours at particular times, just because I can. So this little butterfly is almost kind of in flight, so I'm going to pop, I'll try and fit a couple of those in, put one there and maybe one there. I won't put anything below the branch. Essentially I am stamping in this instance just straight onto the card base. So to start stamping, just need a card base, some inks. Generally suggest maybe 2 or 3 colours, but what you can also do, so that's the petal pink, so that's what we call the first generation. If I then stamp that first and then stamp again onto the card, that's what we call a second generation, and that gives me an even paler colour. And I don't know that I'll get a, no, you can't, some of them you can get a 3rd and 4th generation from that. So in essence, in its very simplest form, we can create a little card with a few inks and a stamp set, and you could put more on there if you wanted to, but that is in its very basic. So as a starting stamper, just a real simple card, and people love to receive handmade cards, so that I'd say is your kind of beginner level. Then as we want to potentially, what have I done with my other card bases? I was organised this morning. That's an envelope, they're under here, always somewhere sensible. So, oh, what I didn't do is I didn't cut out, that was a bit of a hashtag fail, wasn't it? Hang on, let me grab a piece of white. So the addition that you would potentially need to step up from the beginner where you're stamping on the card is you then need additional white. Hi Pam, hi Jacqueline. So you then just need additional white paper, because what I see as the next level of kind of stamping, or the next level of card making, should I say. Hold on, I've done a bit of pre-prep on something and I just need to. So that is, so we need to be 11 and a bit, oops. So what we can do as a next level is we can start adding in what we call designer series paper, so DSP. So what we do at Stampin' Up, because I've chosen the subtles, we do packs of designer series paper that fit in with the subtles. We also then do like a mixed card pack, so that what we could do is put 2 layers on. But essentially, I'm going to stamp in exactly the same way. I'll pick those bits later. So I'm going to stamp in exactly the same way. So actually, if I do pretty much the same card, I'm going to put my little branch there. Might just change the greeting to love to celebrate you, and I'm going to put it in yellow, I think, with a bit of faux saffron. So little greeting there. And then I'm going to pop my little butterflies on. So I'm sticking with the same colour mix. I've not added any extra colours in here. Might do 2 of the little ones though, so I might just add a few, maybe just one more butterfly. I'm going to add a faux saffron butterfly, I think. Just another butterfly there. So essentially that part of the stamping isn't any different, but what we have done is we've bought some designer series paper, which these come as a pack of 40 for £10.75. So you're still getting a lot for your money. And then we've also purchased a pack of the cardstock at £8.25 for 20 A4 sheets. And what that just allows us to do is just create levels. So then what we also need the addition of is a form of glue or double-sided tape. I find these snails really easy to use. So essentially we're just layering up. So I think access to crafting can be really easy, and we do some fantastic kits as well. And I think during lockdown it's a fantastic thing to do as a craft, whether you are back at work, working from home, or whatever it may be. It's a great little thing to have a bit of a chill out to. So from the real basic, I've literally just stamped onto a note card. So then we've spent a little bit more and we've bought some card and some designer series paper. And you could just choose to buy the designer series paper, not the card, entirely up to you. But very similar stamping that I've done, but I think then you get a completely different look to the card. So from there, I would then say the next level up is where we potentially start introducing ribbons, a bit of extra. I'm just going to shut these before I stick something in it that I don't want to stick something in it. So where's my cleaning thing? I mean, and we do sell these chamois, but anything non-linting preferably, to clean off your stamps, excuse me. So just to show, oh, I need to cut another bit of paper. So I'm going to keep it pretty much the same. Sorry if you heard me throwing a bit of card to one side. I don't recommend that as a course of action. Keep it slightly tidy. Oh, that's too long. So that is, I need to take about that off, I think. Just double check I've cut that to the right size. So, and again, you know, we do sell cutters, a guillotine. I would tend not to suggest scissors for cutting this, because unless you're really accurate, you won't necessarily get a straight line. So what I'm going to do is just really to show the difference in what we can achieve. I'm going to do pretty much the same, excuse me, but I'm going to do the branch slightly higher, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon, and I'm going to use this long greeting. I think I'm going to put that in the middle. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. We've all got someone that counts for in our lives, don't we? So if you are watching on catch up, please do say hi as well when this goes into the catch up mode. It's nice to know who's watched and whether you've benefited from it, whether you found it useful. It would be good to know if this has been useful for people to understand how to take crafting to different levels. It's very, I mean, I'm in my 50s now. I have been crafting since my early 20s. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to, this jaunty little, so what I'm going to do with this card is I am going to make the addition of a punch. So this particular butterfly can be punched out. So again, what I'm doing is I'm creating a kind of 2-level. So if I can find a punch, there's my punch. So the butterfly duet punch is £17. And in essence, we stamp the image, pop that punch in, get the image central and squeeze. Now I do get another little baby butterfly from that. So all I would do is then I kind of fold it either side of the body, and with a little bit of tape, I'm going to pop it on top of that one there. So we're now creating a little bit of dimension in the card so that we've got an extra layer. Now, and there's no reason why that other little one couldn't be used. I'm not going to in this instance. And then just realised I've kind of, then what we can do, this might be too thick because it needs to go under that. Oh, it's almost, oh, perfect, look at that. So we can add a little bit of ribbon. We can just do that as a straight, I might actually, let's have a look. Sorry, I just grabbed a couple of bits that I had that I've now just run through my Petal Pink ink pad. Hi Jenny, hope you're well. So that's actually a mint macaron, but actually I think that looks quite nice. I think the thinner one looks slightly better. So I've now dropped ribbon all over the place. See, this is where you can't, as a new crafter, you can't start at this level because you'll just get in a pickle, like I'm getting in a pickle after 30 plus years of crafting. Actually, no, I quite like the gold on that one. So I'm just going to cut that piece of ribbon. And I'm going to then turn that over when it's in its correct position and just pop a little bit of tape on either side just to pop that around. So clearly each time we're stepping up a level, we're needing to buy extra pieces, but we're still using the same ink pad. So what I'm going to do is, because of that little butterfly, also going to add a little glue dot. So essentially what I've done is kind of scrunched it up a bit. I'm just going to tack that in the middle. If I can get that. Oh, that didn't go particularly neatly, but get the idea. And the other thing that you could potentially add at this stage is some form of embellishment. So we could add a couple of little diamonds, but yeah, diamantes or gems, as you would wish to. Oops, daisy, drop that one. That worked well. Might add one down in that corner. So we can go adding lots and lots of layers, but obviously the more things that you're adding into the mix, the more money that you're investing in your crafting. But essentially I haven't decided what I'm doing as backgrounds, and I've taped it, so I'm gonna have to be careful now. I think I'm gonna put it on green. So again, I've pre-cut the backgrounds. And a bit of yellow, a little bit of So Saffron, sorry, just caught the camera stand again there. There we've got there, and then like Blue Peter, isn't it? Everything pre-prepped. So there's my little note card. Stick all that onto my little note card. So with my butterfly wishes, never previously used before today, we've very quickly been able to create, we've bought a stamp set, we've bought a few inks, and we've literally stamped straight onto the card base. So that creates one look to the card. Then, oops daisy, then we pretty much stamped in exactly the same way, but we used a layer. So we then have to invest in the white card and some DSP or a coloured cardstock as well. I've used both layers there, but that then adds a little bit more to your card. Then when we're confident with that and we want to invest more, we can then start investing in punches, ribbons, little embellishments. So access to crafting is so easy, and one stamp set can do so many different things. I think the key thing is picking a stamp set that you absolutely love, and then picking a colour range, and picking a few key colours from that. Greens are always useful because that's leaves and trees and such like, and then whatever colours are your favourites, and then you can build a collection gradually. So hopefully that's been useful. Hopefully if you are on catch up as well, you found that useful, so please do give me some feedback, and if I can be of any help, then please just ask me any questions. And thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, I'm on at 8 o'clock this evening, and I'm doing One Sheet Wonders, so something a little bit different for later on this evening. So hopefully see you at 8. If not, I will catch up with you later in the week. Take care. Thank you. Bye.